Well, hello there. It's been a while since I've made a video. I've made a lot of videos with pretty much similar results, ranging in the 70s, upper 80s, lower 80s. Because my highest game this year was 90, and after that it was 86, and then after that it was 84, and maybe 82 or 81 along in there. But most of them were, high 70s, and I've been working my way down. And I'm just trying to compress most of the videos. I made maybe a dozen. Every time I played, I made a little update up until a couple of weeks ago. So, oh, whoops, sorry. So today was a monumental day because I gave away my clubs today. Yeah, I went to McDonald's. I got my meal. I got to the train station, and I didn't have my Metro card. That's the card you need to get into the subway. And since mine is reduced fare, I didn't really want to buy another card because you couldn't. So I went back home, and I took the card out of my backpack, which is in my wallet, which is I had in my backpack. So I put it I put it back in my bag and put the backpack on my back and took off. And didn't think about my clubs until I actually got home. And I said, oh no. So I knew they weren't going to be there. So I gave them away. I hope someone uses them well. But nonetheless, I had my backup putter I took to Europe with me, and the 9-iron I found on the course. And I played today. I used the 9-iron on the longest holes, and I used the 56 and the 60. And today, I got my primary goal. My secondary goal, it was a lot tougher, but when I got my primary goal, I broke 70. I shot 68 today. So now the thing about it is, Phi Golf put me in the position to do that over the winter by swinging all winter. I haven't been able to play. I putt live balls because I love finding balls on the water in the golf course, and I putt all the colored balls of color that I found. And right now, I think it may be 60. I didn't really count, but I try to putt all of them into this Dunkin' Donuts cup, which is the same width as the 4-ball cup, the cup that holds 4 balls. Hold on. I'm a little lazy here. I'm an old man. Hold on, let me get up. This Dunkin' Donuts cup, when laid on the floor, holds 4 balls comfortably. So I tap 4 balls, empty the cup, and throw the rest into the receptacle holding the colored balls, like this, until there are no balls that have not been sunk. And I practice them from about 5-6 paces. Well, I guess that's somewhere in the 5-foot range. And when I get a putt that's shorter than that on the course, I say, Dunkin' Donuts, Keith. Dunkin' Donuts. You practice this flat all the time. And when it's good, I've made like maybe 17 in a row, 18 in a row, some high number. I didn't really keep count. I know I just made a large number in a row. And generally I'll get 3 out of 4, and then every ball that I miss, I'll putt over. And generally I don't have more than 2 or 3 balls after that. So it's pretty good. So I just try to putt every night. And because once I hit the green, things become pretty much fundamental. If you're playing bitch and putt and you can't putt, you're going to have a hard time. So I get my green. That's the one good thing I really liked about playing Links 2K3. I got to read greens pretty well. and amazingly it translates well to this game, because when I get my speed right, I'm just very dangerous with a putter. So I realized that part of my game was lag putting. I wasn't hitting any greens in regulation. And then when I was getting close, I was playing hockey. If I was too far away to putt reasonably, I chipped, and then I chipped from one side to the other, and then eventually I get close enough that I could putt, and then in two or three putt. But the key to that was turning those three putts, those lag putts, into two putts. You have to slow it down enough so you get into a two putt, your score's gonna drop. And then lately, I have finally found out the Phi Golf helped give me the confidence that I knew how far the ball was going to go. Well, I mean, how far the ball could go in the right conditions. And then when I got to the course, I just thought about Phi Golf. And the thing about it is, pitch and putt. These aren't long holes. The longest one is 80. The shortest one is 40. You just have to relax and not really whip it. Just relax into it. And that's before I bladed a lot of balls, and that's because I didn't keep my head down. Somebody told me that the guy, as you enter the place that's sitting there a lot, his name is Mike. He says, keep your head down. So it's not that I didn't believe it. I just couldn't get my body to do it, because when you play Phi Golf, you don't have to keep your head down. You swing, you look at whatever you think you have spotted. I put a ball down there, and then you lift your head up with the swing. You can't do that. You can't look for the ball before you hit it. It's fundamental. If you're blading the ball, that's what you're doing. That's what I'm doing. Because when you top the ball, it's pretty much like hitting a Super Bowl with a metal bat, because that's what you're doing. You're hitting the blade of the ball, making that ball just jump. So once I got to keeping my head down, after that I said, you have to make it sweep. And then I realized as more of the balls that I hit, not as hard as I thought I did, went further, and the bladed balls I hit went just as far. I said, okay, I need to know how to get this into the air. And I was using the tee, I don't use that rubber tee anymore. Now I use the AstroTurf mat. A lot of people use the mat in which you stand. I'm not that thrilled with that. That's pretty much like hitting some dirt with a little bit of fuzz under it. No, I like the AstroTurf better, and it's made for a better game. And I just relax more. It's like when they tell you slower is smoother, smoother is faster. So you slow it down, right? And when you slow it down to a place where it's really mechanical, you know what the speed is, and your velocity builds over the time of you hitting that ball, and you get the velocity and everything down. It just clicks. It worked today. Let's just put it that way. It worked today. So the bottom line is, I played a couple of I'm playing the tournaments now. Before I used to just play WGT, because they had the rankings and everything. But they have these tournaments. Not that I think I can do anything great, but there's not a lot of people. I haven't seen thousands of people, hundreds. So if I get in early, I can see my name up on the board for a little bit, and it gives me something on which to aim. And when I score better on the Phi Golf tournaments, I play well. And this latest one is only 6 holes. So I mean, I don't remember seeing 18-hole tournaments. Right? I think there was one, but the last few I've seen have been 9, except for this one's been 6. And that's enough to keep your strategic game going, because when you play the short game there, and I've been killing on the short game with that. Oh man, getting closer. My longer balls, the longer clubs are going longer, and the shorter clubs are getting closer. So it does translate. You know, if you don't get to play golf, you can't drive all the way out there. Like I've been playing as much as I could because it's been a bad year. That's my excuse me. Just a second. I'm not home, and I used to play piano at home. Now I can't. I mean, and piano is pretty immediate. You know, you can take and get rid of your blues in 3 or 4 minutes if you play the right tune. I can, right? And we'll get on the road. That's no longer available. So where I am now, I get to practice golf. So I immerse myself in golf to forget about piano. But it's good. It's good because this is going to carry over. What I've learned this year so far, I can carry on through the winter with Phi Golf and then pick up, you know, hopefully I'll pick up better next year than I did this year. Because this year I started with the 90s and 80s. Next year I want to start with 70s. And we're down there. Well, they ain't shot at 68, so you know what the next group is. We won't say it. But before there, 65 is good. I like to go below 65, then go below 60. And we don't want to think of it in one large jump because it's not going to happen that easy. I mean, it was easy to go from triple digits to single digits, double digits. But to go from 90 to 80 wasn't that tough. And 80 to 70, that wasn't that tough either because I mean, just a couple putts here and there. 70 to 60. That's a couple more putts. And to get to the 50s, you have to be doing a lot of things right. I know a guy here, he says his best game is 41. 41. But he used to be the starter here, so he could play as many games as he wanted to. And then there's another guy who works there. He says, yeah, I shot 47, 48, 50 something's a bad game for me, you know? So that's par. That's good, you know? Your chipping game is that good. I think that eventually, if I can start hitting more greens in regulation, I can get to 50s. And if I get to 50s, I'll go to a real course. Never played a real course, but we have a 9-hole course not too far from me. I will play that course once I hit 50s. I get my father's clubs and whack it up. He's caught a couple of Big Berthas. The first of the big, now they're small now. The first of the big head drivers. I mean, the drivers now, they dwarf those. I mean, so. Yeah, but he said, oh yeah, I love it. He says, when you hit a drive, he goes, ping! You know, like my baseball bat. Yeah. I remember when I first got one of my bats, not the one I'm using now, but somebody was using the bat, and it went ping. And one of the guys that I played with, his mother was a musician. And she says, that bat is an F. Perfect pitch, you know? A good relative pitch, you know? And relative pitch isn't that much, you know? Because if you think of a tune, and you know the pitch of that a note in that tune is, and you can always remember that pitch to another pitch in another tune, that's relative pitch. It's only for one note. And that's pretty much a trick to know what keys things are in. You know a bunch of different tunes, like the first note of extra. Like I don't know what tune this is in, or what key this is in, but just think of Star Wars. Da, 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 da. Now, if you know what those notes are, you can pair one of those notes to a note with the same pitch in a different tune, and know that tune. You know, well, okay, all right. So, yeah. So use the Phi Golf. I am so exhausted because we're now in the Saratoga meet. They have 4 days a week instead of 5, and 10 races or 11 or 12 races instead of 9. So it's just a lot more work. It's really exhausting. So, it's a big difference between 4 days on and 3 days off, and 5 days on and 2 days off. So, I don't have that much time to do the work that is necessary to play horses, maintain my database, and play real golf, pitch and putt, and because that takes about 5 hours door to door, and then I practice a little bit, maybe 20 minutes at the park. I might do that 2 or 3 times a day. So that's another 40 minutes, an hour. Then you gotta sleep. Yeah, but I do practice putting when I can, and chipping if I always want to practice putting because I have a rug right here and it always does it. I'm telling you, 5-footers. You can practice 5-footers day and night. You'll be good. Because when you get a 10-foot putt, it's only 2 5s. You just make the first 5 foot and make sure the second one lines up. The other one 30, and then once you start making 15-foot, you make them 15-foot putts. The longer ones come a lot closer. So if you're putting for par, my goal is putting for par on a par 3 course. The worst I want to do is bogey. That's what happened the last round, round I played. 9 holes can be a round, right? Is this it? Yeah. I don't know how close we can get that because I forgot where the camera is on this phone. And you can see 44433. The second line is the number of the chips, and the third line is the number of putts. I circled all the ones. I didn't see. Did I circle? Yeah, I circled the ones. There were just 2, but there was just 1s and 2s. That's what you want. 1s and 2s. It's not binary because binary is 0 and 1, but it's the same thing. That's all you want to see. All right. I'm going to wrap it up here, and I'm uploading this from my phone because I couldn't upload anything for a while. And it was because Windows had changed the protocol for uploading for phones, so the regular USB cable wasn't going to work. You had to use a data cable. And after reading, and after several phones and reading, I finally relented to buying a data cable because I tried everything else, everything that made sense, and everything I wanted to. They had several things you just didn't want to do. Going into a lot of different settings and finding that's not right. Because after I got this other phone, the phone in which I'm shooting this first time, it showed up on my computer, and not after that. and then it didn't show up on my Windows 11 computer. This is Windows 10. So I figured, okay, there's got to be some kind of protocol that's already set in 11. It just changed in 10. And I figured it had to be the cable, so that was it. Alright, so if you're having problems transferring your data from your Android phone via a regular USB cable, Type-C, try getting a regular. Mine cost me $20, $18 plus New York State taxes, basically $20. And it was well worth it, you know. I can move. I can clear this card if I want to, and reuse it, and clear the phone. Everything's good. All right. So everybody, I hope that all your shots go neither forward, stallward. Now I can't remember my poem. I can't remember the sides of the boat. You know, that's what it was. Okay. All right, so I'll just say sweet swings to everybody. That's what I said before. That was my golf greeting before I thought of that poem. So we'll say sweet swings, everybody, sweet swings. Oh, yeah, here we go.